Good morning, everyone. Before I start, I would like to give love to give all the mothers in the room happy Mother's Day. Um, my presentation is entitled "The Modern Shakespeare," and at first I'm gonna ask you a rhetorical question. What is poetry to you? Is poetry a whole bunch of words that happen to rhyme? Does it bring back memories of your English teacher saying, "Dissect this poem like a frog," and like you're worrying that your grade will go down? Or is it something ambiguous that you just don't comprehend? Through this presentation, I'm going to open my heart up to you guys because poetry has made a huge impact on my life. When I was in middle school, I had a huge trouble having girls notice me. I wasn't the tallest guy. I wasn't as tall as I am now. um, I wasn't very outgoing, and I felt like I was a failure. And I started to reevaluate myself and said to myself, what am I doing wrong? Why won't they notice me? And I finally figured it out. I should have been aiming for their heart instead of trying to show them something I was not. So when I heard the works of Shakespeare, he opened my eyes. Now, don't get me wrong. When I hear works of Shakespeare, I don't understand like 95% of what he's talking about. But I understand his message. He was trying to display who he was in a way that no one has ever done before. And that's what I try to do with my work. I try to become the modern Shakespeare and show you information that you guys already know of, but put it in clear words that you can understand and truly appreciate. So today I'm going to tell you some love poems that I want to open your eyes to a new way of thinking and a new way of expressing love. The first poem I'm going to be talking to you about is called Loving Alone. Loving alone encompasses that feeling of you truly caring for someone and you just know that they'll never notice you. And there's an interesting story behind how I made this poem. Have any of you ever seen the movie The Holiday? The Holiday was a movie starring Cameron Diaz where two women switched places for a vacation because they weren't content with their lives. And I was really I was really connected to one of the women. It was during a business party, and this man that she loved for such a long time, she was about to express how much she cared about him, and that was the day that he told her that I'm getting married to someone she didn't like. And I found that remarkably sad because the words that later in the scene, the words came out that the worst feeling one could have is loving alone. And I felt that was so powerful that I got a pen and I wrote everything that I felt about that little phrase she said. And this is what came out of it. What is love if it's only shared by one? It's like reaching a dream to see everything undone. Gaining happiness but not live to see it last. It's like trying to hold on to something that you never fully grasp. To see love between two people, but it's not you and them. To want a relationship, but you're only stuck as friends. Living in pain because you're unable to breathe. To think together, you and them are the perfect team. Just to find out it could only happen in your dreams. Now, the next poem I would like to deliver to you is called Stolen Pain. It represents loving someone so much that you want to take their pain away from them because you, just like the last speaker, you wouldn't want to see them suffer. I will save you from sins that darkened your lovely eyes. Take away your pain that cut you like sharpened knives, that life shoved within your heart to ensure that you would die. No, I will be the Savior to put love into your eyes, that Satan tried to stain as he dragged you with his pull. Let my kiss show you you're loved and beautiful. Let my hands bandage your wounds and stinging aches to show you what is love and that we are future mates. No, I won't leave you alone and in the dark, but I'll leave you with the love that you left inside my heart. I'll sacrifice anything just to hear you breathe. I wake up from my bedside just to watch you sound asleep. Now for my next poem. Thank you. I know that got a little intense. I was feeling it too. For my next poem, it's entitled Loved Rightly. Has anybody ever heard of the phrase, it's in a song, if loving you is wrong, I don't want to be right? Well, I was listening to my iPad one day. I was like, that's a cool phrase. Let's make a poem out of that. So this is the perfect poem for a candlelight dinner. So if any of you guys want to remember poems, you should remember this one. It's great. Hold me tight, let no love go. Kiss be free, let passion flow. Look upon me as we see tonight. Release me never, hold on with might. Apart we're weak, united strong. I want no right if my love be wrong. Now, thank you. Now we're gonna switch scripts a little bit. Now I'm gonna compare the beauty of a woman to the beauty of a rose, because I'm not a botanist, but roses are pretty and everyone loves them. So it's called a crimson rose. And there's a funny story behind this poem. I was in my AP English class in high school, and I knew this lovely girl named Jessica, and her middle name was Rose. And it's like 5 minutes before class ends, and she was like, Theo, I know you're a poet. I want to test your skills. So she said to me, I want you to make a poem between the last 5 minutes of school and the bell. And this poem came out of our little contest or so. Wet with dew, you lie languid in the breeze. Your scent is unmistakable and brings me to my knees. Sweet, exotic, potent is the essence of thy name. I'm drawn to you forever as a moth is drawn to flame. I wish I could be a part of you so we could be as one. You're my crimson rose that blossoms in the sun. When thy beauty is awakened by rays of morning light, the loveliness of your radiance, the height and soulful plight. Crimson petals open wide for lips that still seek more. But time has chased the moon away, and day is at the door. And for my last poem that I will be delivering, thank you. It's called Forever Young. And I believe that's what love should be. Love should be timeless. It should not have an expiration date. And that's the whole purpose of matrimony and finding that special person. I have grown a love for you that time could never fade. We'll make memories for the both of us that'll never pass away. Even though we shall grow old, our love's forever young. When old days elude our memories, I'll play our wedding song. My eyes for you won't ever change. True beauty has no age. If my life was a storybook, you'll fill up every page. Death will never find our love, forever shall it live. For as long as I do have this breath, my love to you I give. Time cannot confine us both, won't grasp us with its years. But as long as I express these words, I do beg you sincere. You are like my masterpiece, so much I do admire. When life puts out my love and joy, you bring my heart as fire. Thank you. And I would like to finish this presentation with Without love, you are truly empty. Thank you.